All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for week 3 of Shattered. We've got a lot of matches here tonight for you to enjoy, and we are looking forward to it. You got anything here to say, Eric?
Just be ready, folks. Obviously, Shattered always hits hard, and it hits fast, obviously, because we kick ass.
Alrighty, let's get started with the first matchup. Alrighty, and going into the first matchup, we have Lukey Luke going up against Max Mana. Alrighty, Eric, what do we got going on here?
Well, Ludicrous Lukey Luke and Mac Truck Max Mana had an altercation backstage last week, saying both confronting PK Knight, okay, and saying that they held the claim to a #1 contendership match. And he said, you know what? Why don't you both have a match this week? He said that last week, so he would say next week that week, but this week it's this week. He said, why don't you have a match, or at least try to get a match with me? And I booked it because we're about to do the match. A match this week to determine the #1 contendership for the following week, which that week would have been 2 weeks from then, but now it's next week. And you get to face me next week for the Bravo Championship.
Alrighty, and getting started here, we have both of them coming out swinging as Max Mana takes 14% damage, 25 from Lukey Luke, 42. Lukey Luke is just stacking on damage.
And we
here at the
have
beginning
seen
of the
this
match.
one before. Obviously, the whole reason Mac Truck Max Mana hates Lukey Luke is he beat him in the Brawl Bros Championship at a crowning achievement.
Now, Lukey Luke is a bit of a powerhouse here at the beginning of the match, but I will say there is an advantage that both of these characters hold here in the beginnings, is that both of them are very floaty. They're not going to be easy to knock off of the edges, especially Lukey Luke. He's very well known for being able to recover. Look at that. Look at the acrobacy as he's able to jump off of... Look at, using lightning to his advantage to not only recover, but take damage to Max Mana's doorstep.
Absolutely incredible. Do not land on Lukey Luke. That's rule 1, Mac Truck.
The rule that so many at the AWW roster want to break, it seems, as they try to land on Lukey Luke. Ooh, but don't land on Max Mana either, because he takes it as a personal offense.
And Lukey Luke almost tried to set up Mac Truck Max Mana landing on him. That was smart.
He does not take kindly to people using his own move against him. You know, an upward swing from Max Mana might have been, you know, a little bit of a too much.
The most useless final smash in all of AWW.
Yep. Useless, cocky, and not very much of an advantage wielding ability. You know, he could use that to his advantage, such as PK Knight does all the time.
Exactly what I was going to say.
But
PK
instead, it seems...
expertly.
It's almost like he does it on purpose, Eric. Ooh, and not able to get the elimination with his final. Max Mana is definitely not showing out for the Mac Truck today. He's gonna, you know, he's been accused of losing children here in the past, and it seems like the...
Accused? We have seen with our own eyeballs that Lukey Luke and PK Knight have defeated him.
Well, yes, that is true. I shouldn't have said accused. Poor choice of words. But we have seen other fighters take it to task to let him know that that is definitely taking a hindrance to his reputation here at AWW, as Titus Blade has taken it to the ring. And while that might have not been the best decision for Titus to have made, it has definitely lit a fire underneath Max Truck Mana as he puts Lukey Luke down to his final stock.
Absolutely impressive. While you were yapping, I was trying to keep track. And Lukey Luke with a spike, but we all know Max Mana... What? This is a first! The Mac Truck has never failed to recover from off stage.
And that might just have been the slip up that allows Lukey Luke to regain his advantage. But Mac Mana definitely feeling that. Oh my God!
Oh good lord!
Lukey Luke almost able to use that ability to his advantage as Mac Truck Mana fell off the left side of the stage. But Max Mana is not letting a second pass without him taking as much damage to Lukey Luke as he can. He knows he messed up. He knows he should have been able to recover. And he's just not going to allow that to hinder him.
And there it goes! Lukey Luke may have made history by being the first competitor to make Mac Truck Max Mana fall off stage, but Max Mana getting the win on the run back.
Definitely here today, we have seen a first and maybe a last, as I do not believe Mac is going to allow that to happen again.
I 100% agree.
Alrighty, and getting into our second match, we have the Amiibo Nightmare, Clody Rhodes, going up against Stunning Stella. Eric, what's the story behind this match?
Well, both of these competitors have been taking a bit of a losing streak, losing big matches when it matters the most, but there's a little bit more underlying. These two used to date.
Ooh.
So there's an added bit of tension. They're both still trying to feature on my cards. I said, you know what? I have the perfect opponent for both of you. I didn't tell them when I told them that I have the perfect opponent. And now let's see how that drama feeds into this matchup.
Alrighty, and getting started here, the first thing I have to say is I'm definitely keeping a close eye on Clody's performance. He is the Amiibo Nightmare, but he has, oh my goodness, starting off with a strong start as he's denying Stella the ability to get back into the ring. But he has been known to, oh my goodness, trade. Oh, there it is, and just as I was about to say, if there's one thing Clody has been doing the past couple weeks, it is whiffing it, Eric.
He came out fast and aggressive, trying to end this match, maybe underestimating his ex-girlfriend here, and she is not letting him forget who she is as she deflects. Oh my God!
And once again, we are seeing it. Clody, what is going on? I know you can't hear me from all the way up here in the commentator's booth, but you are once again whiffing it. You're going to end up in the hospital. If you're not careful, Stella is going to stun you.
Ooh, and there he finally secures a stock. Wow, I have got to say, I have not seen this side of Stella in a long time. She needed this matchup. The anger of how it ended between her and the Amiibo Nightmare to re-jumpstart her career in AWW, and it lit a fire right under her butt.
It definitely did, Eric. And finally, I will say that Clody is able to get off his final ability, missing it twice, I believe, last week.
Yeah, and Stella able to get hers too. Not going to get the stock. He was not at 100%.
Definitely. Stella does not have a overpoweringly powerful final ability, but it is able to get the job done when her opponents are right where she wants them to be, and Clody was just not where she wanted him to be.
She is throwing out the stunning stilettos,
oh
and
my
Clody
goodness.
answers back with a spike of his own.
Finally able to get the parry. He is able to recover here in the finals of this match, but the disadvantage that he is at is incredible, Eric. He's going to need to get that smash ball. He's going to need to hit a final, and he's... Oh my God! He's definitely going to need to show out like he is right now. He has the ability to recover his disgrace that he gained last week, Eric.
Oh my God!
Oh, shit! I take back a lot of what I said here today, Clody, as you may have whiffed it at the beginning of this matchup, but you were able to pull it back and fully recover at the end, putting Stella down for the count.
What an amazing reverse 3-stock, and I do believe, as I can see down there in the ring, Stella seems to be hurting. She may have broke something. We are not going to be seeing her for a few weeks. She needs to go see Dr. Dentist as soon as possible. What an amazing matchup between these two.
Alrighty, and getting into our next match, we have a #1 contenders match for the Shattered Tag Team titles, which will be happening not next week, but at Classic Clash later on. Alrighty, and coming in first, we have Saved by the Bell. Representing them, we have Jordan Bell and Jason Bell, and on the other side of that, we have the filthiest players in the game, Ridole and Daddy Cruel.
Two big, mean sons of bitches. I am always excited when these two brutes get on the battlefield. Those two brothers need to stick together as much as possible, or these two will rip them to pieces.
Definitely a size disadvantage for the Bells, but their synchronicity is going to come through in this match. I believe so, Eric.
Very, very synchronist.
Alrighty, and getting started with this tag team match. Oh, the filthiest players in the game, starting off with a Pearl Harbor taken straight to the brothers' doorstep.
Yeah, but the brothers are able to actually fight back a little bit, and now look at Daddy Cruel, the worst for wear in this early match.
Yep, 88%, 106%. Daddy Cruel is taking a lot of damage for somebody as, as big as he is. You would love to believe that he's a very resilient fighter, but
he's definitely resilient, but he is big, which means he's a big target.
Very large target. Ridole is definitely the acrobat of the team, able to dodge and weave, but he's definitely not sitting any prettier at 83%, leaving them both at oh my God! Jordan Bell ringing their bells with a double knockout, taking 2 stocks at once, leaving both Daddy Cruel and Ridole at 2 stocks each.
That was impressive. Looking at the size of him, you didn't think he'd have that kind of power behind a swing.
Definitely not, Eric, but that's what the brothers have. They have surprising athleticism on their side. Uh-oh, Daddy
Jason
Cruel
Bell
using his ability.
First stock, as always.
Ooh, and there he goes. Jason Bell was not saved by the bell in that time. Sorry, I'll stop. All right, I'll stop.
And that did cuck his final, actually. His final was ready, but it got set back now.
Speaking of finals, Ridole has his ready. He's waiting on the side, probably looking for an opportunity, and there it is. Ooh!
Jason Bell not catching a break with these final smashes right now.
Yep, definitely hard to keep track of these finals. Both Ridole and Daddy Cruel's taking the combatants out of the ring miles at a time.
Jordan Bell just lost his first stock now. Jason Bell very close to his final. Jordan Bell not too far behind.
Yeah, but look at Rodole and Daddy Cruel's health. It's definitely not detrimental for the brothers to be as low as they are. Oh, Jason going for his final?
No, Jordan.
Jordan, my bad. Sorry.
They are twins. Absolutely. Oh, and he smacks Daddy Cruel right off the map.
Daddy
And whoa!
Oh,
Jason
Rodole!
able to get a spike on Rodole!
Oh, there it is. There it is. Ooh, hits the final. It was not enough, but look at this. Look at the disadvantage. 4 stocks to 2 stocks, Eric. That is not math that I would want to be up against.
This performance really makes you wonder, how did the Bells lose out on the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match at Crowning Achievement?
Well, we might be seeing it here as it comes down to Jason is on his final stock. If he loses that, he might take Jordan's, leaving them both at a severe disadvantage. We see it happen a lot here, Eric, but the final minutes.
Ooh!
Oh, there's a whiff! That might be a decider right there, because it's always the final minutes of these matches that always seem to show out the most. These tag teams are surprising in that way.
Jordan able to hold on for the sanctity of his team. Jason still low on percentage. Both of their opponents. Oh, but Rodole does have the final ready.
Uh-oh, Rodole. Oh, he hits the final on Jason. That might be enough.
The third final that hits Jason Bell.
Oh, Jason. Is he able to hold on? Yes, he is. He's able to stay in. Jordan. Jordan gone on his final stock. Everybody's on their final stocks. This is where the deciding hits happen, Eric. Is Jason going to go first? Is Daddy Cruel going to go first? Is Rodole going to take a big hit? Or are we going to see a huge upset and watch Jordan? Ooh, the double hit. Daddy Cruel is the last member of the filthiest players in the game. He's going for a final. Oh,
there it is!
Jordan with the fucking bell ringer that decides it.
Whoa, that match had you a little hyped up, Dice. I've never heard you use such strong language in a way.
My apologies. I usually don't throw too many fuck shits or pisses.
All right, before the next matchup, let's take a look backstage because this is going to be Poop Eater versus Breadcrumb to become number 1 contendership for the AWW Championship. And I think we have a camera crew locked onto Breadcrumb and Burr before the match. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I can definitely smell something brewing backstage.
And look at that, some sportsmanship, acknowledgement of his friend, telling him, hey, you go get this win so that we can run it back, go for round 2.
Yep, you love to see two buddies hyping each other up before a big match, Eric. It's definitely a morale boost that Breadcrumb needs right now.
Yeah, I agree, because there is nothing that will shatter your morale faster than a couple dookie drop kicks and poop punches from the baddest motherfucker on my roster, the Fecal Fiend, Poop Eater.
He said the things.
I said the things, yeah. All right, baby. You already know where my allegiances will lie in this matchup, and he does not start off slow.
Oh my goodness, Breadcrumb's definitely going to need to punch up here at the beginning of the match at a 64% disadvantage. I almost said advantage, but he's taking the business to Poop Eater. In 2 hits, Eric, I will say, 2 hits, he gets 44%. Oh my God!
Splash!
A big poopy elbow takes him down a peg, putting him at 80%, but he has that regeneration ability. As he gets hits off, he seems to be recovering.
Dookie drop!
Dookie dropkick takes him from 80 to nothing as he takes 1 stock off of Breadcrumb. Oh my goodness, he is going to need to punch up quickly.
You gotta watch out for the Dookie dropkick. It is the second most devastating move in Poop Eater's arsenal.
Well, there is nothing also to be said about the sick, nasty spin kick that the Poop Eater uses when he falls off the sides of the map. That is definitely something that you want to watch out for. Ooh! Breadcrumb able to even the odds, but not by much, as he's still at an 84% disadvantage. This is not the time to be walking slowly.
He let his final go to waste, but this one will not. Priming up the poop punch. Breadcrumb trying to secure the smash ball. He doesn't see it coming. Poop punch takes the second stop.
And you can smell it from here, Eric, as I take a second. Yeah, I know, it's bad. But we have the air conditioners running. It's filtering it out. All right, Poop Eater's at 80%. Breadcrumb's on his last stock. He really needs to recover here. He needs to pull out the stops. After all that talk that he had backstage, he needs to have something to show for it.
It does not help that he got the smash ball, secured the final smash, and whiffed it.
Ooh, Definitely something we've seen happen a lot over the past week, Eric. But he might just have it in him to at least secure another stock, at least even the odds, and show that he put out the fight that Poop Eater was looking for. Okay, Eric?
Yes.
That is all that he's trying to do here today. He's
Is he
taking
gonna
it.
Oh my God,
Poop
Poop
Eater's
Eater.
sheer resilience.
Again, Poop
Once
Eater
again,
still
with the rebound.
survived! What's our
Oh
time?
my God! Third time is the charm, and that might just been the motivating hit right there, Eric. There he goes, securing it. He's evening the odds. Oh,
That did
Poop
give
Eater.
enough time for the
Oh my God! What an absolute surprise! As a puke play move from Poop Eater's arsenal seems to have been the deciding factor. An upward smash with the shell on his back.
I was going to say those 3 attacks on the ledge gave the Prince of Thrip the opportunity to recover enough HP, but as soon as Poop Eater came back into the matchup, he stacked it back on and decidedly got the win.
Definitely 3 hits just to take those evened out odds to a major disadvantage. But Breadcrumb put up one hell of a fight, able to take them both down to their last stocks and show out today. But at the end of the day, Poop Eater ate good.
And he is your #1 contender for the AWW Championship. We will see him face off against the AWW Champion Burb at the live stream event next Sunday, I believe, next Sunday, the Classic Clash. Yes, it's sometime coming up soon at the Classic Clash. Burb, Poop Eater for the championship. This has been an amazing main event and an excellent episode of AWW Shattered.
I agree with you, Eric. We will be seeing you tomorrow for the Future Amiibo Superstars leg of AWW. Thank you, folks.